Welcome back, folks. Before we dive into the convoluted world of inflation, allow me to introduce myself. I am Hirsch Oberoi, your guide, researcher, and scriptwriter for this journey. I've spent countless hours poring over economic theories, studying market trends, and analyzing financial data to bring you this comprehensive guide on inflation. Understanding inflation, its impacts, and its implications isn't just for economists or financial experts. It's for anyone who wants to understand the world around them a little bit better. So buckle up as we navigate the intriguing world of inflation in the upcoming scenes. Let's get started. What is inflation and how does it affect the economy? A question that often puzzles the minds of not just economists, but anyone with a vested interest in the financial world. So let's delve into it. Inflation is the rate at which the general level of prices for goods and services is rising, and subsequently, the purchasing power of currency is falling. Central banks attempt to limit inflation and avoid deflation in order to keep the economy running smoothly. Now imagine a scenario where inflation is high, the cost of goods and services rise, and your money doesn't go as far as it used to. This can lead to a decrease in economic growth as people and businesses are not able to afford to buy as much. On the other side, if inflation is too low, it can also be problematic. It might indicate that the economy is underperforming, with less money for businesses to pay wages and invest in growth. Turning our gaze towards Australia, the land down under has recently seen some interesting developments in its inflation landscape. According to a report from The Guardian, Australia's inflation rate slowed in November, with the Consumer Price Index at 4.3%, down from October's 4.9%. This is the slowest pace since January 2022. Housing costs surged by 6.6% from a year ago, while food and non-alcoholic beverages rose by 4.6%. The annual trimmed mean inflation measure also decreased to 4.6%. The November figures suggest that the Reserve Bank's interest rate hikes are working as inflation continues to wane. The market's initial reaction to the inflation numbers was limited, with stocks down 0.2% and the Australian dollar slightly higher. Rents rose at an annual rate of 7.1% in November, and electricity prices were 10.7% higher than a year earlier. However, automotive fuel prices increased by a smaller margin compared to previous months. Job vacancies in November totaled 389,000, down 1% from August, but still 71% higher than pre-COVID levels. Retail sales in November were higher than expected, with a 2% increase in turnover. Building approvals also exceeded expectations, expanding by 1.6% for the month. So, as we can see, inflation can have a profound impact on the economy, influencing everything from our daily purchases to job vacancies and housing costs. It's a delicate balance to maintain, but one that is crucial for economic stability and growth. That's the power and influence of inflation in an economy, a force unseen but deeply felt.